All right, guys. So the last lesson that we did 1 and 2 step equations, right? You guys remember this? So we had, remember when we did x plus like 5 equals 7, and we told you to do this, you solve for x. What's the opposite of plus 5? Minus 5, exactly. So we would go minus 5, so we had x equals 2, right? So let's say we put a 2x on the front of that. Now it becomes a 2-step equation. So we bring down the 2x, right? What would be next after that? We would divide by 2. Basically, we undid PEMDAS, right? So now we have x equals 1. Do you guys remember this? Okay, one-step inequality or one-step equations, two-step equations. What was the word we used? It starts with an I. Does it say it? I heard it. No. In inverse operations. What does inverse mean? Well, say it. Yeah, opposites. Okay. So what's the opposite of adding? What's the opposite of multiplying? We're still doing that stuff, okay? But the only difference is now, instead of having this and being done with it, let's say I go plus 6x on this side. Now it complicates things. We're going to put variables on both sides. We're going to talk about distributive property. We're going to add some things to it. So we're basically compounding everything. Now, some of the stuff that I'm going to show you today, it is going to confuse you. Okay, you have to be willing to make mistakes. You have to be willing to try it, and you have to be willing to say, you know what, I don't know everything. If you knew everything about it, I should not have to go over this in class. Okay, you're going to make mistakes today. You are going to get some problems wrong, and that is 100% okay. But you've got to be willing to say, you know what, I'm going to make a mistake. But the key is not making mistakes. It is figuring out where you made your mistake and then learning from it and not doing it again. That's how you learn. Okay, so you're going to make mistakes in this assignment. So don't be scared to. Do not be scared to make a mistake. Okay, fair? Trust me on this. All right, here we go. Our steps for solving. All right, here we go. Number 1, our first step. We're going to distribute. Step number 1, we're going to distribute. We're going to distribute. That is if necessary. I'm going to put it like a little star. This is if necessary. If necessary. In other words, I want to get rid of the parentheses. I want to distribute numbers to get rid of all the parentheses if we have any. Okay, step number 2. I'm going to combine like terms on each side of the equal sign. I'm going to put this again, an asterisk. That's if necessary on each side. So I'm going to simplify the left side and I'm going to simplify the right side before I start trying to move stuff around. Okay? Don't try to do too much. If the left side of the equation is not simplified, don't try to start moving stuff around because it's not ready to be moved. Now you can, but you're just making more work for yourself. Okay? So distribute and then simplify the left and then simplify the right. Okay, is everybody good? All right, so here we go. Step number 3. Once we do that, now, I teach this a little bit different, okay? Which one do you like better? Do you like x plus 5 equals 8? Don't write this down. Or do you like 8 equals x plus 5? Which one do you like better? You like the first one? Okay, so stick with me on this. This is just a preference. You guys just told me that you like the letters to be on which side? The left side. So stick with me. Now, the official instructions are move the variables to one side, move the constants to the other. Here's how I teach this, okay? Again, this is preference, okay? You might not like this. You might not like this at all. This is not the official math way to teach it, but I'm just going to show it to you the way I want to do it, okay? We're going to call this letters left, and I'm going to call it numbers right, okay? If it has a letter, if it has a variable, it's going to go on the left-hand side of the equal sign, and I'll show you what that means here in just a second, okay? I want to put the letters on the left-hand side. I want to put the numbers on the right. Is everybody with me? Because you just showed me that you like the letter to be on the left-hand side. Yes? You like that. I do too. Just the way that we seem to like it. And then the last one is just simply, bless you. The last one is just simply solve or simplify. It's all right. Go ahead and sneeze in class. I don't care. I'm sure the mic will pick it up. Okay. I got another mic. I'll let you wear it. It'd be really funny, actually. All right. That would be really funny. All right, we good? Just solve it. Okay, so it's kind of like a two-step equation or a one-step equation based on what we've already learned how to do. Okay, so we're not really changing anything. We're just going to solve it. Cool? All right, very, very simple. Now, I know that seems like a lot. Okay, this might seem a little complicated. Once you see what we're doing, it's nothing crazy, okay? All right, here we go. Let's go to number one. There's a lot of examples. If you look through your notes, there are a lot of examples on here, okay? That's pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much what this section is. We just have to just do it.
And then you have practice.
Yeah, we just practice them. I mean, that's all. Repetition makes everything easier. All right, here we go. Number one. Hey, is there anything to distribute on this side? Huh? No, there's not. There's nothing to distribute on number one. All right, cool. Let's go to step number two. Is there anything that okay, let's look at the left-hand side of the equal sign. Is there anything on the left-hand side I can do? 5y minus 8. Is there anything to do? Nope. Is there anything over here? No. There's nothing I can do on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. There are no like terms. So we can immediately jump to step number 3. We're good. Which is what? Read it to me. Letters left, numbers right. So that's exactly right. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my thing like we did yesterday or a couple days ago. Well, you guys were last Friday, okay? It's Tuesday. So last Friday we talked about when we did our equations. We did our little t, right? If you do something to one side. Now, this is a little bit different, and I'm going to explain it to you like this. You're going to see me draw a whole lot of arrows, okay? So let's go back to the two-step equations. 2x minus 3 equals 11, right? I did it a couple different ways. If I do this right here and I cross it over, negative 3 needs to be moved and it becomes a what? Positive 3, right? Yes? You guys remember this? This is the exact same thing as me saying I'm adding 3 to both sides, correct? Just stick with me on this, okay? If you want me to write it out like that, I can, but here in a second I'm going to show you arrows. Again, it's preference. I'm basically doing the same thing that we did. I'm canceling it out from one side and just putting it on the other side is all I'm doing. Yes? Okay. This line right here is very, very important. That is the line that if it crosses over that line, the signs change. Okay? I want anything with a letter to be on the left, and I want anything that doesn't have a letter to go to the right-hand side, okay, or a variable. All right, here we go. 5y, does it have a letter? So it stays on which side? The left side. So did it cross that line? So don't change the sign. Just 5y. It's going to make more sense when I show it to you, when I complete it, okay? Just trust me on this. I see some of you guys like, what? Just give me a minute. Negative 8. Does it have a letter? Which side does it need to go to? The right side. Negative 8 becomes a what when I move it? Positive 8. There it is. Letters left, the numbers go on the right. Okay, now let's move down. 3y. Does it have a letter? So what side does it need to be on? Did it cross the fancy line? So positive 3y becomes a what? Negative 3y. The sign changed because it crossed over that middle line. Only if it crosses that middle line, the signs change. Okay? Ultimately, what I just did was I subtracted 3y to cancel it out. Yes? And then I put it over here. That's ultimately what I just did. Just so that you guys, anybody that's watching this video and like, okay, that's different than what my teacher says. It's the same information. I promise. Okay? Now, positive 12. What do I do? Left side or right side? Just right side. So I can leave it here. Do I change the sign? No, because it did not cross that line. Now we just simplify. What is 5y minus 3y? 2y's. 2y. Because they're, what are they called? Starts with an L. Ends in Ike terms. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're like terms, okay? They're like terms, so I can do the math. Is everybody with me? Now, what's 8 plus 12? 20. Now it's just a little one-step equation. What's 2y? That's times, right? That's multiplication. So how do I cancel out multiplication? Divide by what? Divide by 2. This is what we did the other day. This is a one-step equation. Y equals what?
10.
Y equals 10. A little bit of work, correct? Now, hold on. When I was doing this, did I do a whole bunch at once? Did I do a whole bunch of work at one time? No. I see a lot of people shaking their head. No. What did I do? Just little pieces here and there. I did not try to do too much at once. You guys are just now doing. You did not do this in middle school. You did not do this in middle school, so it's going to be a little more complex than anything that you've seen. So it is extremely important that you try not to do things too much at one time. Fair? Don't try to do too much at once, okay? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let you guys work for a minute. I want you guys to start with number 2, okay? Start with number 2. All right, coming back. Hey, walking around, you guys, the conversations are good. You guys are saying the right thing. You're close. You're very, very close. Listen, I have given you one example. One example. So I do not expect you to have it mastered after one example. Okay, that would be really, really, really arrogant. I'm not doing that, okay? You're still going to struggle a little bit through it. So here we go. -6, first of all, nothing to distribute, nothing to solve. So now we're immediately to step number 3. We can start putting letters left, numbers right. All right, here we go. -6x. Does it stay or go? Stays. -6x. Boom. What about 14? Goes. +14 becomes a what? -14. Good. Perfect, guys. All right, here we go. Going across the other side. 12. What kind of 12 is that? Don't forget the sign. Do not forget the signs. Okay? And then we've got -8x. Goes the other side, becomes a what? +8x. Now, when we're solving these steps, especially with the x's, hey, read that to me without the x's. -6 plus 8. Okay, what's -6 plus 8, guys? 2x. There's the x. Okay, what are those called again? Like terms. Thank you. Oh, there we go. So 2x equals, what's -14 plus 12? -2, and then we divide by 2, x equals -1. How many solutions do we have? How many solutions did I just get? Don't overthink it. How many solutions did I just give you? One solution. This is one solution. That's going to matter here in a minute. If you get x equals a number, that is one solution. Yes? What that means, everybody listen, what that means is that is the only number that you could put into that equation and make the equation true on both sides. That's the only number that actually works to be true and true. Okay, like you would plug it in and you can get like 5 equals 5. I don't know what the numbers come out to be on this one, but that's the only number that you could put into the equation and be true on both sides where they equal the same number. Okay, we'll get into the graphing part of that later. Okay, all right, let's go to number. Let's do number 4 first. We'll go back to number 3 in a minute. Go to number 4. Ready, go. On your own. Pausing the video in 3, 2, and we're back. All right, here we go. All right, can I just give you the answer? See if you got it right. How many of you got -3? I see a lot of thumbs up, a lot of hands. Is that what you got? How many of you did not get -3? Good. Hey, that's fine. At least you're willing to say, you know what, I made a mistake somewhere. So here's the deal. As we're working through this, try to find your mistake. Try to find your mistake. Here we go. Nothing to solve. 12 has to go. That becomes a -12. Correct? -2u, that stays right here. -2u. What about 9u? What does it do? Goes to the left. The signs change. -9u. I'm betting that's probably where we messed up. The signs didn't change? No? That's not where you... It's not it? All right, here we go. 45 doesn't change, so it's still +45. What is -2 minus 9? -11u. Yep, that's where it is. Okay, good. It's this. What's the song? Same sign, adding keep. Okay, never mind. Didn't we talked about that the other day? Oh, we did. Anybody ready to sing the song on video? No? We can. You want to sing it, Bobby? Okay. All right, here we go. What's this one? What's -12 plus 45? 33, and then we divide by -11. U equals -3. We good? All right. Real quick, go to number 3. Pausing the video in 3, 2. All right, we're back with a fresh cup of coffee. All right, let's do this. 7K, left side, right side. Left side, 7K. Boom. 3K, left side, right side. Left side, move it. It becomes a negative. Negative 36 just drops down, right? Easy stuff now. What's 7 minus 3? 4K, good. Negative 36. We divide by 4, K equals negative 9. Is that what you got? I hear a lot more people saying, yes, that's what I got. Is everybody good? We're starting to cruise a little bit. All right, I think we could probably skip over. Let's skip over number 5 and number 6. Let's go to the back of your worksheet. Do what? Did you do them already? On this one? It's like, wait a minute, what? I was like, how do you get 347? Okay, we're going to skip. Let's go to the back. All right, here we go. No solution and infinite solutions. This is where it gets a little funky. Now, on the front, how many solutions did each one of them get? One. They all got one solution. Okay, stick with me on this. Stick with me. There is a point to this. When you guys take your quiz, at some point, it's going to tell you, does this have one solution? Does this have infinite solution or no solutions? And you're going to have to determine what happens. Listen, if the variables don't cancel, please listen to this. Some of you guys are zoning out. Stick with me. Okay, if the variables don't cancel, you might want to write this down. If the variables don't cancel, it's one solution, kind of like we just did. Well, what do you mean? X equals 3, Y equals negative 4. Just examples. Like that's what we have been doing. We have been solving and getting one answer, one number. If the variables do not cancel out, it's going to be one solution. Everybody with me on this? Yes? Even if that solution is 0, even if the solution, can 0 be a solution? Yes, it can. That's a number. That can be our solution. Our solution might be, you know what? 0 is the only number that works. Perfect. Then we're fine. Okay, so please know that. All right, here we go. First step. Let's look at this one. We'll talk about the no solution here in a second. What can I do first? Everybody look. Distribute. What's negative 4 times 2x? Negative 8x, right? What is negative 4 times 1? Negative 4. So now I've got equals negative 8x minus 2. So let me stop. I've got negative 8x minus 4 equals negative 8x minus 2. What do you notice? Well, is there anything that you can actually look at this equation and actually kind of notice? Is there anything that you actually see that's might be a little bit different? No, you're good. You're good. You're thinking. I like it. What else? What do you got? Yeah, the negative 8x's, they match on both sides, yes? So watch what happens, okay? Now, let's just do the work that we've been doing, okay? Negative 8x, letters left, numbers right. So this negative 8x, does it stay or go? This one stays. We're good. We're good. I'm going to cross it off now. Let's go down the line. Negative 4, what happens? It goes the other side, 4. Okay, we're good. Negative 8x here, what does it do? Goes this side, positive 8x. Okay, we're good. Negative 2 stays there. So what's negative 8 plus 8? 0. So that basically cancels out and we're left with 0. Just wait. What is 4 minus 2? The answer is 2. Okay, so here, let me ask you this. Does 0 equal 2? Some weird looks. Think about it. Does 0 equal 2? No, it does not. That is a false statement. If the variables cancel out, please hear this. If the variables cancel out and you are left with a false statement, false, it is no solution. What does that mean? That means there is absolutely nothing you can put into that equation that will make it true. Nothing will work. There is nothing in that equation that will actually work to be a true statement. Nothing. if I were to graph these two different equations, like this side and this side, it would actually be parallel lines because they never, what do parallel lines never do? They never touch. There's nowhere that the solution works in both equations. We'll get to that later, but I'm just telling you, no solution. They don't touch. Okay? We'll get to that later. Now, somebody asked me second hour, they said, well, what happens if, you know what, we move the x's and then we're left with -4 equals -2. We just move the x's only, right? Okay, so is this a true statement? -4 equals -2. I'm going back up here. This is all I've got, -4 and -2. Is that a true statement? It's still a false statement. We just kind of went a little bit further. It's still a false statement. Everybody good? All right, let's start working on this one. I'm going to pause it for just a minute, let you guys work, and then we'll come back to you. I see a lot of you guys working, okay? Some of the stuff that you're coming up with as I walk around and look, you're on the right track, but just continue the process, guys. Don't stop the process. Please don't stop the music. Okay, don't stop the process. Okay, just continue to work. Are we okay? Everybody's okay? You guys look like you're stressed. Just, I told you, it's a process, right? Repetition makes everything easier. We're gonna be just fine. All right, here we go. Is there anything to do on the left? No. What about the right? What's 3 times 1? 3. What is 3 times -3? -9 what? They both have, there's an x on there, so -9x, and then -8. Am I done on that side? Is there anything else I can do? Do what? Is there anything I can combine? Okay. What is 3 minus 8? What? -5, and I'm going to bring down this -9x, right? Now I'm going to bring this whole thing down. Let me stop you. Pause. Take a look. Everybody look at my board. Tell me what you see. They are the exact same. Everything is the exact same. In other words, everything is going to cancel out. Now, if you get to this point right here and they all match, you can actually stop right here and say, you know what, everything is going to cancel out and we're going to have infinite answers. Okay? But let me just continue where we're at, okay? I'm going to continue through the process. Okay? Yes? If you get to this point where everything matches, you can actually stop right there. That's fine. But if you're not sure, just keep going. All right, here we go. -5, left or right. So some people do it like this. Some people like to circle the x's. Sweet. Why would they do that? Because those are the ones that are going to go on the left-hand side. Okay, everything else goes right. -5, which way does it go? To the right. -5 becomes a what? +5. This stays here. -9x. -5 stays here. -9x becomes a +9x. So what happens? What's -9 plus 9? 0. What is 5 minus 5? Does 0 equal 0? True statement. Because it's true, infinite solutions. What does that mean? Okay, no solutions mean that there is nothing I could put in there to make it work. What does infinite solutions mean? Every possible number that I could put in there will actually work in this equation to make it true. If you want me to, I could prove it to you. Or no? You guys taking my word for it? Or do you want a lot of it? Like, please don't go any further. What? Okay, what are you confused on?
I'm confused on how it works, so I would like for you to.
You want to just real quick? Give me no, don't give me anything. No, don't give me anything crazy. Just give me a number. No, nothing crazy. Single digit. 7. All right, -5 minus 9. We're putting a 7 in for both the x's. You guys with me? He chose it. I didn't choose this, correct? Equals 3 times 1 minus 3 times 7 minus 8. Okay, so I'm just going to do the math. -5 minus 63, that's -68. So if I do this correctly, the other side should come out to be what number? -68. They should match. 3, okay, so this is in the parentheses, 1 minus 21. Okay, 3 times -20. Okay, what's 3 times negative 20? Negative 60. What is negative 60 minus 8? Negative 68. It works. Any number would actually work to be true in that statement. Okay, that's what it means. You could put anything in there that you want, and it will be a true statement. That's what infinite solutions mean. Okay, no solutions mean absolutely nothing will work. Nothing will work. Okay, and one solution means that they don't cancel out. You get x equals a number. Okay, fair? All right, let's go to. I told you this was a little bit longer today, but that's okay. You guys are doing great. Do me a favor. Hey, sit up straight, take a deep breath, stay focused. We're not going to do it. You're going to go to lunch in a minute, and I'm not going to give you a lesson. We won't do the lesson until you come back. I know this is long. Okay, so stick with me. I know it's kind of heavy. All right, let's go to. Yeah, let's do number 1. You just have a whole bunch of 2s, 3s, and 6s. Number 1. Solve that out. Ready? Go. All right, here we go. Let's work this thing out. What's 3 times 2? 6x. What's 3 times 2 again? Plus 6 minus 3x. I'm not even worried about the right side. There's nothing I can do over there. Yes? Hold on. Happy juice. Okay. All right. What can I do on this side? What are my like terms, guys? Does anything match? What's 6 minus 3? So I have 3x what? Plus 6 equals 6 plus 3x. Okay, hold on. Take a look. What do I have? I have 2 3x's. Hold on, do they match? Hold on. That's a positive. What is this one over here? Cool. What is that? Positive 6. What is that? Does everything match? Can I stop right there? Absolutely. If everything matches, I can actually stop. So what's my answer going to be? Infinite solutions. Because everything matches, it is a true statement. This does equal this because everything matches. Okay? All right. Let's do number 2. Number 2. Go. All right, here we go. Let's work this out. Again, hey, you guys are doing a terrific job of practicing. You're messing up, and I'm okay with that. You're messing up, I'm 100% okay. At least you're trying. Here we go. 6 times 2. 12 what, guys? Focus for me. I'm only going to probably do one more here in a second. I'm going to give you the rest of the hour, okay, till lunch. All right, what's 6 times 6? Minus 36. Negative. Don't forget the negative. Is everybody good? Is that what you got on the left side? Everybody look up. Make sure we're good. All right, here we go. Let's go to the other side. What's negative 7 times negative 2? Positive 14x. Positive 14x. What's negative 7 times 4? Negative 28. Negative 28. When you multiply by negative, we talked about that the other day. When you multiply by negative, all the signs switch. Yes? All right, here we go. Letter left. So this stays, 12x. This goes, positive 36. This goes. I'm going kind of quick now. Just match up. Is everybody okay with that? Letters went to the left, numbers went to the right. If it switched over, I changed the signs, is what I did. What's 12 minus 14? Negative 2 what? X. Good. What's 36 minus 28? 8. So we divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. X equals what? One solution, no solution, infinite solutions. Which one is that one? One solution. That's one solution. Okay? 1 to 5. Show me how you guys are feeling on this. And honestly, okay. See some 3s, some 2s. Hey, I like it. Well, you're being honest. Do we need to do another example, or you want to wait till after lunch? Are you guys getting brain fried? You're getting a little toasted. All right. We're gonna stop the video there. If you need to, go back, rewatch some of this stuff. It's pretty much the same thing over and over again. It's just repetition. Okay. Don't forget to click like, share it with your friends. Okay. See you guys.